Hello everyone, welcome back to the new episode. That night, do you think your dad will get angry at you for being those for beating those students? Taehyung asked, worriedly looking at Jungkook, who sat in the driving seat. It's okay, baby, don't worry. I will take care of it. It's not that I am talking to. It's Emma Jane. Jungkook said to Taehyung, who sat in the passenger seat. Come on, it's getting late, Jungkook said, and got off the car. He took some bags with his clothes as Taehyung stepped out of the car from the passenger seat. They would walk to Taehyung's condo. Jungkook put the bags beside the bed and hugged him. Don't worry, sleep well. I will pick you up. On a morning, Jungkook said and kissed Taehyung deeply. I will miss you, Taehyung whined. As Jungkook pulled back, baby, don't make me stay. It's not good to make Imagine wait. Jungkook mumbled, kissing Tae for the last time, and went back to the mansion to talk to Jin. Taehyung left most of the clothes at Jungkook's house and brought some for his condo. He took a fresh shower before heading to the bed. They was about to off the bed light that was on the nightstand, but something caught his eyes. The diary. This diary is more interesting than a novel. They took the diary and opened the page he closed last time. They found Nam's picture again. She is so beautiful. Her eyes are so beautiful. I can feel the pain of her death, even though never saw her in my whole life. Taehyung sighed and opened the page. Next page, year 1999. Hey dear, it's been such a long time. I have no idea what's happening here. Everything seems lost. After Nam's death, my brother is not himself. He turned into someone who we could not recognize at all. He turned in a rebel. He is turning into not like a cruel into more like a cool mafia leader than a mafia boss. He is coming home with red liquor on his shirt every day. He is trying to fill his sadness and hurt with violence. He did not cry after Nam's death, not even once. He is being so hard on himself. I am scared, so scared. I am scared of losing him too. And my candy bar is 3 years old. He already lost his mother. Now he seems to lose his father too. Oh God, what does this little boy do to get this future for himself? My brother did not take his son into his arms after Nam's death. He is avoiding everyone. He is just trying to fill his life by killing the mafia enemies. God, this is all messed up. Her life has turned into these few years. All the happiness was shattered into pieces by Nam's death. I miss her so much, so much. Ringing. Taehyung just came back from his world that his mom described in the diary. By the phone rang. Hello, Taehyung said. Hey, baby, not sleep yet? Jungkook asked. Not yet, Taehyung said, sniffing. Why am I even crying? Baby, what's wrong? Are you crying? Jungkook asked with a worried voice. No, no, no. I was just reading a novel. Taehyung lied. He doesn't want to tell Jungkook about the personal diary of his mom. It's personal. It's not good to tell everyone. Baby, you scared me, Jungkook said. It's okay. Did you meet your dad? Nah, I mean, Emma. I mean, Jin, Taehyung asked. Not yet. Dad and Emma are having dinner. I am sitting on the couch waiting for them to finish, Jungkook said. Why don't you join them? Taehyung asked. No way, my dad gets all the information with just a look. Whoa, I don't even know how he will react. I don't just need to talk to Emma first before talking to Dad. Jungkook said in a scared tone. Oh, look like who is scared? Taehyung teased. Papa's boy. Taehyung keeps laughing and teasing. Okay. Stop laughing already, Jungkook said. Taehyung said, trying to control his laugh. Sleep early, don't stay reading the novel, Jungkook said, making Taehyung nod at his dominance. Yawn. Good night, Taehyung said. Love you. Love you too, Jungkook replied and ended the call with a smile creeping into his face. What are you smiling at? A deep voice asked. It's his dad, Namjoon. Nothing, Appa. Jungkook said, we're still smiling. You guys are having those talk again without me? Namjoon said as Jin walked in. It's just something involved with Mafia. Jin replied, do you want? Namjoon started. Jin called in a warning tone. Okay, no violence, Namjoon said by raising his hand in surrender and walked away after kissing Jin and hugging Jungkook. Time for a talk, son, Jin said as Namjoon walked away. Time for a talk, son, Jin said and walked into the backyard through the back door with Jungkook following him. He sat in one of the chairs around the small table. Close the door, Jin instructed, and Jungkook stepped into the backyard. Jungkook closed the door behind and sat in the chair beside Jin, facing him. Jin bent a little and watched Namjoon getting into their bedroom through the glass door back. Jin sighed and settled himself comfortable in the chair, leaning his head back with two hands behind his head. Come on, Cookie, tell me, Jin said in a tone that usually friendly, with use within them. Taehyung, you scared me. You were putting a mother and son show back there. Jungkook sighed and relaxed in the chair. Okay, Cookie, Namjoon should think we are having a serious talk. So when you say about the fight, think to him. He will not get angry, thinking I have already lectured you. Jin said thoughtfully. You know that very well, Emma. Jungkook answered. We are not having a serious talk, but we are still talking cook, Jin said by taking two beers from under the table, putting them on the table, pushing one to Jungkook. Jungkook took the beer and opened it, taking a sip as Jin did the same. So, what happened that you ended to beat the silly out of those people? As a mafia boss, you need to protect and befriend them, not to beat them, Cook, Jin said, shaking his head disappointingly. Sorry, but not sorry, Jungkook said in a boring tone and taking another sip of beer. Oh, you are not even feeling guilty about it? Jin asked, confused, amazed. They deserve it, Mom. Good for them. I did not kill them, Jungkook said as his face turned into angry by remembering those freaks. You are just like your dad in his 20s, Jin clenched, remembering Namjoon's from past. So there is a talk about you doing all this for a boy, Jin said, not so sure about the words he heard. Correction, boyfriend, Jungkook mumbled, making Jin eyes go wide for a second before settling himself. When you said boyfriend, do you mean the relation like you have with the boy you hook up for a night? Jin asked carefully. When I said boyfriend, I mean like it's like the relationship you have with dad in the store. Jungkook said firmly, making Jin surprised. Finally, tasting the feeling of love, Jin asked the big smile, showing how happy he is for Jungkook. You can say it, Jungkook said, remembering Taehyung and him smiling to himself. On the earth, my son, Jin teased as Jungkook started smiling to himself. Is that the same guy you gone crazy for months? Jin asked excitingly. Yeah, it's him. Jungkook smiled again. Wow, nice, Jin said, taking a sip from the beer, from the look on your face, I can see everything is going well between you two. Jin asked. Very well, Emma. Jungkook said, making Jin clench. You promised to tell your dad about the boy of yours once you found him, Jin asked, pointing a finger at Jungkook. I am bringing him home this weekend to introduce him to Dad and you, Emma. Jungkook said, and Jin gave him an approving smile. You should talk to Namjoon about him and this fight before you bring him home to introduce us, Jin advised. Speaking of it, are you sure Dad did not see the video? Dad will have my head if he knows I hurt a student from grandma's uni. Even I should be the one protect the uni students, Uncle said, showing his fear towards his dad. Nah, Yogi sent that video to me and I'm trying my best to not let Namjoon see it. For the past 2 days, Jin assured Jungkook, thank God he is not active on social media. Appa should have known it by now. It's everywhere, Jungkook sighed. Bye. But you should tell him before he found it. Now he thinks we are having a serious talk, so let Namjoon think that I am lecturing you for it, and you will show that innocent look of yours tomorrow while telling Namjoon that things happen. Jin said with a wink, making Jungkook nod. I never thought it will be so useful to be friends with my father's husband, Jungkook said, earning a glare with Jin. Now tell me what those students did to your boyfriend that you wanted to kill them so badly in front of those students, Jin asked. Um, Let me show you a video, Jungkook said, not very sure whether he can show it to Jin. Anyways, he decided to show it. Jungkook opened the CCTV footage at the library. His blood boiled by the sight of those freaks hurting Taehyung. Jin took the phone with a frown as he saw that angry look on Jungkook's face and those hicks. Jin crushed as he saw some boys bullying a kid. Knowing you very well, I'm surprised you did not kill them, Jin said, closing the video in Jungkook's mobile. Taehyung stopped me, Jungkook said angrily, but still smiling at the name of his boyfriend. That name suits him. He is cute, Jin said, looking at the wallpaper of Jungkook's phone, which has the picture of sleeping Taehyung. Jungkook smiled when he saw Jin admiring his boyfriend. He is Emma. Jungkook responded, making Jin shake his head at him. Finally, Jin handed the phone back. So you are living together? Jin asked as he saw a picture of sleeping Taehyung on Jungkook's mobile wallpaper. Not yet, really, but we just hang out in the small house I brought few times back, Jungkook explained. I see, Jin said, saying he is not believing Jungkook's words. Emma, seriously, I had all my stuff here. We are not living together yet. He lived in a condo. We just hang out. Jungkook stopped when Jin started laughing. Don't worry, you can live with him if you want. I don't have any problem, and I will talk to Namjoon. It will take a lot of effort to convince him to allow you to move out, but we can try if you want, Jin offered. I don't think Taehyung is ready to move in with me, Jungkook replied. Really? Jin asked in surprise. Yeah, Jungkook said in a low voice. This kid sounds special. Cherish him. Don't lose him. It's hard to get if you lose once, Jin said in a mother tone, for which Jungkook nodded without any questions. But still, I don't think your dad will be okay with you beating the silly out of those students as Mafia boss, Jin said. Emma, you know why I did that? Jungkook replied, I know, Cookie, but your dad is so strict when it comes to the Mafia boss responsibilities, Jin said. I know he is that king of mafia boss from the day I remember Jungkook Mobile King, huh? Jenny started laughing at the name of Namjoon's nickname. You know what? You should have known how volatile your dad was back in his 20s. Jin said, shaking his head in the recollection of memories from the past. But I never have seen him killing or hurting someone. Jungkook mumbled, surprised that the nickname of his dad has a story behind it. You never saw it because you were like too small back then. You don't even know what your dad is doing to himself, Jen said with a crunch. Your dad damaged a lot in those years. You should have seen your dad as King Mafia boss. Dad, he was so scary. How scary, Jungkook asked Jungkook. As you are talking about our past, I want to tell you something. I know you have some idea about it, but I know, I know you want what you want to tell me that you are not my real mom, Emma, right? I know my real mom died when I was too small to know anything, Jungkook said. How? Jin asked. Appa told me once. Jungkook told Jin about the truth. Your dad was really emotional, Cook. He is one of those precious ones. A lot happened which turned him to cruel. King Mafia was into the prison, Namjoon, Jin said with his eyes showing so how much he loved Namjoon. You love Appa so much, Emma. I can see it in your eyes, Jungkook said, not all teasing this time because that's the truth. Jin replied with a smile again. What actually happened? Jungkook asked, curious as he doesn't know the detail about what happened in the past. He was too young to understand what happened back then, and no one ever talked about the past usually. Namjoon once told Jungkook about his late mom, so Jungkook doesn't really know what happened. Do you remember your fifth birthday? Your aunt arranged a little party for you. Jin started. My aunt? Jungkook asked. He knows he has an aunt, but he doesn't remember her. He was so little back then to remember her. At first, Jungkook thought his aunt was his mom. Yeah, she started taking care of you after your mom's death, Jen said as Jungkook nodded. That's the day on your birthday I came here. I mean, the mention to make Mafia boss sign some files. I used to work in your dad's company back then, so I came here as your dad was busy. Jen explained. Jungkook nodded to continue. Your aunt asked me to join the party as I was here to wait for Namjoon to come back home. That's when I saw your dad for the first time, Jin said. On my birthday? Jungkook asked excitingly. Yeah, so that party went well, and that's when your dad showed up. He with red liquid on his sword weapon in his hand, clenched, bruised, talking into the phone. Jane explained, "Damn, that's really scary." Jungkook clenched, but Jane did not smile this time. When he saw you in the party, he stopped in dead tracks. That emotion in his eyes, like he is happy but sad. That guilt, that emotion. But before his face could show his emotion, he walked away from there, resuming the talk on the phone. Jane said, imagining imagining how Namjoon was back then. Why? Jungkook asked, confused. He knows how much his dad loved him now, but he had no idea why Namjoon was like that back then. He just pushed his feelings deep down in his heart and covered them with violence. Jin said, with eyes fixed on the ground, so how did you guys get close? Jungkook asked, wondering how his dad get close to his Emma in that state. I just started visiting him again and again for different reasons until he got pissed off. Jin clenched at that memory. I met him every day telling that he need to sign some files as Mafia boss. You know what? Actually, there is only one file that needed Namjoon sign, but I made them into many to visit Namjoon. Jin burst out into laughter. Then one day he got pissed off like so much. He scolded me and asked me to not meet him ever again like that. Namjoon was so scary. Jin sighed at the memory. Then what happened? Jungkook asked curiously. He called me the next day to apologize and I said I will forgive him if he hang out with me the weekend, Jin explained. Then what? He accepted? Jungkook asked unbelievably. No, he scolded me again before hanging up on me. Jin laughed at the thought. Wow, he is. How? But still Namjoon texted me to come to his mansion to hang out. That's how it started. He started calling me. He made plans to hang out. Namjoon was still that mafia king, but then he was my friend too. Jin said, friendship? I don't think you saw him just a friend. Jungkook asked. Of course not. My gay heart fell for him. For the second I saw him, Jin said, not bothering to hide his secret. Then so you become friends. Jungkook asked, stretching the word friends for 2 years. Jin said, I thought it took you 4 years to get my dad. Yeah, I revealed my feelings after 2 years of his friendship and it took him 2 years to consider me. Jane smiled. You still did not say that. What made my dad change? Jungkook asked. So maybe it's been like 6 months of your friendship. Past year 2001, Jungkook 5 years old, Namjoon 22 years old, and Jin 20 years old. Location Jin's condo. Jin is lying on the couch with shorts and t-shirt, watching TV with some chips packet in his hand. He started laughing at the screen on the TV, throwing chips into his mouth. Ting. The doorbell rang, making him frown and look at the wall clock. It's 1:30 a.m. Who is heck at my door at this hour? Jin put the chips back on the table and walked to the door with caution. He only opened the door really to attack if it was some thief or killer, but it's just Namjoon. Hey Namjoon, what's up? Jin asked, but stopped when he saw Namjoon is not alone. He is wearing a formal shirt and pants with his suit covering 5-year-old Jungkook, who is in Namjoon's arm with his face lying on his shoulder, sleepy, hugging Namjoon with one arm around Namjoon's shoulder that he wasn't lying on. Namjoon is all wet from clothes, shoes hair. It's clear that he walked in the rain, but Jungkook is not wet. He covered in Namjoon's coat. What happened? Jin asked, but Namjoon did not answer. Give him to me, Jin said, taking Jungkook from Namjoon. Jin. Jungkook mumbled sleepily, yeah, it's me, Cookie. Jin smiled as he took Jungkook inside. Namjoon, I will put him in bed. Come in, make yourself home. I will be back, Jin said, walking into the bedroom with Jungkook in his arm. Namjoon walked with an emotionless face and sat on the couch staring at the ground. Jin walked onto the bedroom and put Jungkook into the bed. Hey Cookie, are you wet? Jin asked and Jungkook opened his eyes. I am good, but Dad, Jungkook said, looking at the door. I will take care of him, don't worry, Jin assured. He looks like crying, Jungkook said, making Jin clench. Did you forget your father never cried? Jin said, touching Jungkook's nose with his finger. No, Jin, he looks, I don't know, Jungkook said, making himself comfortable in the bed. Jin pulled a cover over him and brushed his hair out of his face as Jungkook started falling into sleep. Good night, candy bar. Jin smiled and kissed his head lightly. Don't call me that, Jungkook said, falling into a deep sleep, and next second, Jin clenched and walked out of the bedroom with a towel in his hand, closing the door behind. Namjoon, remove your shoes first, Jin yelled, but Namjoon did not move an inch. Jin sighed and cut the table on Namjoon wet hair, towel on the Namjoon wet hair, and getting on his knee to remove shoes and wet socks. When he stood up, Namjoon did not move a little. He sighed again and started wiping the wet hair with the towel, standing in front of Namjoon, who sat on the couch. Why are you doing this all? Namjoon said, finally, as Jin is still rubbing his wet hair. Damn. Is that all you had to say after this scary silence? No reply. Okay, listen to me because I care about you, Namjoon. Jin sighed. I'm a freak. Namjoon mumbled. So what? I still care about this freak. Jin joked, sitting beside Namjoon. Hey, Jin said softly, taking Namjoon's face in his hand. Please don't leave me, Namjoon said with his eyes filled with tears. Hey June, what happened? Jane asked worriedly. Everyone is leaving me first, my love. Nam na Taehy. She said I was a freak. She left me, Namjoon mumbled. I am such a freak. I stopped caring about everyone. My son, I even forget his birthday. Why did I return? I turned myself into this. Namjoon asked Jin, who is looking into his eyes without blinking. Nathehi, all she did is take care of my son and me, but see what I did to her. She hates me now. She will never come back. I do not mean to do that to her. Jin took John into his arm, hugging him tightly. You can cry, Namjoon. I'm here for you. That's what all Namjoon needed before he broke down in Jin's arm. Namjoon did not cry when his love of life died. He suppressed all his emotions with violence, but what he got in return, everyone left him. I'm sorry. I was a bad father. I am sorry. I was a bad brother. I'm sorry. I was bad mafia boss. I'm sorry. Soaps, I am here. Everything will be fine, Jin said. Soothing voice into his friend that Jin loves more than a friend who is releasing all the hidden emotions. Jin did not stop Namjoon. He let him cry. His heart contained. Jin wanted him to break down, and the wall Namjoon built around his heart, which stopped all his emotions. Soaps, I'm sorry. Soaps, it's. I know. I will never leave you. I'm here, Jin said, caressing Namjoon said with his hand and holding him with another hand. I'm sorry. Namjoon kept on crying, mumbling sorries in the middle of his cries. We continue. So everyone, I hope you guess what happened here. Jungkook is more than Taehyung's lover. They have a relationship, and what it is, you can comment it down. And what is gonna happen when they both came to know the truth about their past. We will see this, and I hope you will love it. See you again with the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye bye.